You okay? I'm sweating. We turn up the AC. A dream again? Riding that bike? Did you hit him this time?
No, I never hit him. What time is it? Reverend Miller should be here soon.
We have about 15 minutes. Did you want some help straightening this stuff up, you know, before she gets here?
No, I guess it's better this way. It's all stream of consciousness with her. Gotta look at that mess. I never used to be this disorganized. It's these stupid dreams.
Is wearing the turban?
Same dream every time.
No, I don't get it. Whenever you wake up from one of these dreams, you look like you've been hit with a wrench, but in the dream, nothing actually ever happens.
Been to enough therapy to know that it's the things that could happen that are really scary.
I'm really in the mood for some Indian food, now that I think about it.
Haha.
I'll see if your sister's up for it when she gets here.
Thought you and Carmen were meeting at the club.
Well, you know, she hasn't seen you since the trip, and she wanted to come over.
Is she bringing her bitchy girlfriend?
Don't be an asshole with Carmen and Shelley. They get enough shit from your parents, as it is. You know, whenever I go to an Indian restaurant, really all I can think about are all the people who have never had a good chickpea curry. You know, members of my family or people from work. You pass these people on the road when you're driving. All of these preconceived notions about what Indian food is like, how it tastes, how it smells. Oh, it must be too spicy. I mean, all of these people who have never given a moment's thought to actually trying Indian food because, you know, they think they would hate it. But then I think about how many people that would actually be. I mean, that would be millions of people. And so I'm really glad that, you know, they don't like Indian food because then the restaurant would just be overflowing with people, and you know how much I hate eating in noisy places. I mean, by the time that I get there, I am just so relieved beyond words that the restaurant is quiet. And that, you know, there are plenty of tables to choose from.
You should really think about writing online restaurant reviews. It'd be really good.
Well, that's better.
Thanks.
You'll finish your book soon.
I don't know, Joni. I'm not sleeping well, and I can't focus.
It's Carmen. Shh.
Not exactly. God, this fucker's heavy. Give me a hand. Oh. It's for your Gods and Idols collection. I got it in San Francisco.
It's great.
Did Shelley not come with you, or?
Oh, she couldn't make it. I bought it off the owner of a restaurant in Chinatown. Said his grandfather brought it with him from the old country when his family moved to the States.
Did he really say old country?
He was probably bullshitting you.
Seriously, it just screamed your name. He said his wife converted him to Presbyterian 6 years ago. Couldn't care less what happened to the statue. Shipping alone cost a small fortune.
It's really terrific. Thanks.
When did you get in?
This morning, I'm so pooped. I was hoping I could take a nap before the show.
You're not hungry?
Yeah, Joan was hoping you guys could eat out and avoid the crowds.
We could grab something after this show. Seriously, I'm wiped.
Well, how was, you know, the trip?
It was fine.
That's all you have to say?
You came away with another piece for your collection. You should be fine with fine.
How was the food? The weather?
Seriously, I need that nap. We can talk about the trip later.
Okay, feel free to sleep in our bed.
Okay, cool. Let me set my alarm.
Oh, holy shit.
What's wrong?
I just realized I never called Reverend Miller.
Of course you did. I heard you on the phone earlier.
Is Reverend Miller the one in the book?
Yes, I was supposed to give her a call on her cell phone tonight. I told her what part of town we lived in, but she wanted me to call as soon as she got close.
Does she have your address? Why didn't you give her directions earlier?
It's all stream of consciousness with her.
Maybe she's heard of Google Maps, GPS?
Hello? Reverend Miller. Yes. I'm very sorry. I was taking a nap.
That's why Maps does.
You know, I offered to text her our address, and she said it would only confuse her.
Yes. Look for the exit for... Hello? Hello? God damn it.
Lose connection?
God damn it, the battery's dead. Joan, where's your phone?
Here, use mine.
I had the number saved. I don't have it memorized.
Still don't understand why you just didn't give her directions. How do you expect people to find your house without directions?
Somehow my in-laws figure out a way. God damn it!
Yes. Do you really have to use that kind of language?
I don't need a lecture on profanity right now, Joan. think I have her number written down on one of these notepads.
Harris, I don't like it when you use God's name in vain.
I'm not using it with vain. I'm using it with complete sincerity.
Really? Your cell phone?
God's name is a perfectly legitimate use for damnation. Goddamn lung cancer. Goddamn pedophiles. Goddamn cruel and unusual punishment.
There are just certain words I don't say.
Joni, we weren't raised in a religious home like you were. Certain words just don't have the same impact on us.
Look, I could understand that you'd be upset if I said, "Goddamn the Mormon Tabernacle Choir," or "Goddamn Girl Scout Troop 484 and their goddamn Girl Scout cookies."
Goddamn the Salvation Army.
Oh, goddamn three-legged kittens.
Goddamn that little cocksucker Tiny Tim.
Oh, here it is. I'm gonna give her a call outside.
Forget a nap. This is suddenly much more exciting.
Did Harris tell you about the latest chapter?
Something, I don't know, Truman Capote. So, this preacher lady that Harris is writing about, would she mind that her biographer is an atheist?
Don't think so. She's pretty ecumenical.
Well, she's still a preacher, though, right? That's a seriously big stack of papers.
Harris is either writing a book or interviewing Reverend Miller. It's pretty much his life these days. Did he tell you he's going to Chicago?
No.
He's, going next week to see his editor. Why are you not talking?
We haven't had much to talk about lately. I know he doesn't like Shelley.
I wouldn't say that.
Bullshit me. Harris has never liked any of my girlfriends.
Well, he is just jealous that you've had more than he had.
I really don't want to talk about Shelley tonight. What I'm really excited about is this band, Joni. They're incredible. This chick is going to blow you away.
What's her name?
Trista Jones. Her band is called The Passion of Joan Van Ark.
Joan Van Ark, like the actress from Dynasty?
Not finding.
All well with the good Reverend?
God is her co-pilot. Should be here really soon.
Hey, congrats on the Chicago trip. Sounds like the book's coming along.
Yeah, thanks. My editor was getting a little antsy. He wasn't exactly gung-ho about the project in the first place.
Do you mind if I stick around to meet the preacher lady?
Sure. Feeling more rested?
Sure. I mean, I'll sleep in tomorrow anyway.
Who are you going to see tonight?
The Passion of Joan Van Ark.
Joan Van Ark. Like from Falcon's Crest?
That's Lynn.
What kind of music is it?
Rock. A little funk.
Is she,
Yes, she's,
You've seen her before, right?
Yeah, a few times, but she's always been opening for other bands tonight. Her band's headlining.
how'd you hear about them?
Oh, word gets around. Hey, I need to use your bathroom.
It's all yours. Really need to get a new cell phone.
Yeah, I think you're due for an upgrade.
So, where's the show going to be tonight?
I don't know. Downtown, I'm sure. Something is not right.
What?
With Carmen and Shelley.
They have a fight or something?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. She is acting really edgy. Can I ask her about Shelley?
Can't say I blame her.
Okay.
She is acting like Shelley doesn't even exist.
Oh, maybe Carmen finally put an end to the misery.
Just don't say anything.
Hey, not a word. That was quick.
Simple drop and flop operation. You guys don't have any antimicrobial soap.
Are you insinuating that our soap is pro-microbial?
You know what, Jody? I've changed my mind. Let's go get dinner.
Are you sure?
Yeah, don't you want to stick around and meet Reverend Miller?
I'm really hungry.
Just let me grab my purse.
Have fun with the preacher lady.
Oh, it is so hard to look at you and smile and just reply. I am fine, 'cause you know I'm not. You know I'm not.
Back when I was a child in Virginia, Daddy knew all sorts of famous people, and Mr. Capote was this small man with that voice. And so I treated him the way that I thought was appropriate, which was like a playmate.
I still can't believe that you met Truman Capote.
I grabbed him by the hand and I brought him over to my toys, and there we were, Mr. Capote and my stuffed bears and I all seated around my miniature table.
Oh, he was wonderful, a total sport.
Do you remember anything from the dinner?
I wasn't allowed to stay after that, but I do remember that Daddy was very happy the next day, and then Mr. Cody returned to the university a few months later to create a scholarship fund.
Do you mind if we take a little break?
No, not at all. Did you want to call your wife?
No, she's probably just getting to the club. She'll call later.
Harris, I was hoping to talk to you about the rally next weekend.
At the prison?
Yes, there are 4 congregations organizing a rally.
Are you wanting me to attend?
It would be terrific if you could.
Would you like something to drink from the kitchen?
Oh, heavens, you've done this before.
Done what?
Avoided my questions when they come to faith or spirituality.
I was just wondering if you wanted something to drink.
I'm fine. Do you have any interest in attending the prison rally?
Are you asking me as a friend or as your biographer?
What does it matter?
If I attend, it's only for the book.
Harris, how long have we known each other?
Almost 4 years.
And in that time, have you ever once known to push my faith on you? Have I ever tried to proselytize or convert you? I'm not looking for this on your beliefs. I just thought it would be good for you to see me in action. Consider it research for your book.
You're right. It would be idiotic of me to pass up such an opportunity.
So, how's this gonna work?
What?
Oh, the book. I mean, how do you tie this together and write a book about, how did you put it that way? Oh, the last surviving left-wing Pentecostal. You know, I have spent the last 2 meetings talking to you about Truman Cody, and I'm just not seeing a connection.
I guess I'm seeing the way your early experiences with the secular world may have influenced your ministry. If anything, it's entertaining.
I'd like to talk more about my ministry. So, you said you have a meeting with your editor.
On Tuesday, I'm going to show him the most recent chapter about the outreach program at the clinic.
Is he still skeptical about the book?
Skeptical? He was skeptical when I suggested publishing the complete works of Jerry Falwell. He was skeptical on the idea of a graphic novel on the Mennonites. On this project, he's downright pessimistic. And then there's this promotional tour that he's trying to push.
We're not going to end up talking to Pat Robertson, are we? I mean, can't you just imagine me on the 700 Club blinded in the glare of Pat's huge forehead?
No, it'll be small scale, like my other books. Mostly universities on both coasts.
I never understood why people said both coasts when there are clearly 3 coasts.
I was hoping for some TV spots, but that doesn't seem likely.
Well, there are weightier considerations in the world.
Are you leaving?
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
Before you go, would you mind if I asked your opinion about something?
Of course, Harris. Is it about a book?
No. It's something that I've been thinking a lot about lately. Something that happened.
Something recently?
No. A few years ago now. Been having these dreams about it. Nightmares, really. And I need some advice.
Well, have you talked to Joan?
Yes, but what I'm looking for is more in the way of spiritual, I guess, guidance is the best word.
I'd be happy to listen.
It's really kind of absurd, these nightmares, because nothing actually happened in real life. I've told Joan and my parents about it, and they've listened and were supportive, but I never got the impression that they were seeing a connection the way I was seeing it. A few years ago, I was reading this book about the Sikhs. I admit I was very ignorant. It was fascinating. I read the book a couple times. A few weeks after I read the book, I was driving to Dallas to meet a friend, and there was this long patch of interstate, one-lane traffic, probably 10 miles. And I was stuck behind this semi the entire way. It was frustrating because the semi was going slowly, but also because I couldn't see around it. I felt blinded to the traffic ahead. I thought about pulling around it by driving to the left, but the orange cones were placed really closely together and there was a lot of construction, potholes. It seemed dangerous. And then I realized that I could pull around the semi by driving to the right, on the shoulder. It was tough because it was really boxed in. The guy in my ass wasn't letting up, but I knew there was just enough room on the shoulder for me to squeeze around. Still, I was nervous and it seemed risky, but I decided that during the next reasonable stretch of road, I'd do it. I had literally braced the steering wheel, ready to make this pass around this big truck when something clicked inside myself. Not my conscience or better judgment. Something completely apart from myself. And I pulled back behind the semi, and in that moment, they were one and the same. I passed a man riding a bicycle on the shoulder of the interstate. On the interstate, in the middle of nowhere, riding a bicycle. If I'd have made the pass around that big truck, I clearly would have hit the man, and going as fast as I was, I easily would have killed him. They call it a near miss, but it's really a near disaster. And even stranger was that the man was Indian. Probably a Sikh like the book I had just read. He was wearing a turban and a tunic, and I thought to myself before I could help it, that was God.
You're sure you are?
No. I remember seeing him in my rearview mirror, blissfully unaware that I had almost...
Nightmares about this?
Yes. That's what's absurd. Nothing happened. It would be something if I had made that pass around that truck and hit the man, but I didn't. I didn't move. You could say that fate intervened, but I continue to have nightmares about an event that some might call
A blessing.
I was going to say good luck.
There's nothing absurd about it at all. That was a traumatic event.
Don't you find it strange?
What?
Don't you find it all a little odd that I've got a room in there filled with religious artifacts? I've got statues of Isis and Ra. I have amulets from China. I have the German Bible that my great-great-grandparents brought with them. I've spent the last 11 years of my life researching Caddo Mound rituals and writing books about the origins of Wicca. Don't you find it strange that this is my life, but I don't?
I remember when you found out that I witnessed a prison inmate, and you couldn't stop asking me questions about prisoners on my ministry. That kind of curiosity is invaluable. And then when you said that you wanted to write a book about me, I thought the idea was amusing and far-fetched. And here we are today. Keep asking those questions, and the answers will surely present themselves.
Thank you for listening. I'm sorry if I kept you too late.
No, dear, it was generous of you to open up like that.
I'll call you when I get back from Chicago.
No, I'll call you tomorrow with information about the rally. You know, I'm never certain who gains the most, the one sharing or the one receiving.
All the angels sing about Jesus' mighty sword, and they shield you with their wings, keep you close to the Lord. Don't pay to temptation, for his hands are so cold. You gotta help me keep the devil.
You know, I think you should stop that. It's making me dizzy. This is the first time I've woken up and you've still been here. Can you talk? I think you should explain what's going on.
My most sincere apologies, sir. It had not been my intention to cause you either discomfort or anxiety.
I also think you shouldn't act like an ethnic stereotype.
You know what? You're right. That was wrong. God, you know, sometimes I just really get into character.
What the hell is going on?
Hey, before we dive into this, do you mind making some room on that couch? It's been, what, 3 years on that damn bike? My ass is really numb. That's nice. Do you mind? Much better. Much better. So, I'm not new at this, and I know that you're a little startled.
Startled is finding a spider in the bathtub. This is weird. But I'm sleeping, aren't I?
Harris, my man! I've been trying to get to you in your sleep for 3 years. 3 years I've been hauling my ass around in that coffee can on wheels, trying to communicate with you through dreams, but you wouldn't budge. Be patient, they said. He's not a believer. It'll take some time. What do they know? They're not the ones who feel like they've been visiting a proctologist every day for the past 3 years. No, we're done with dreams. Dreams were a lost cause. It's time to step up the intervention.
Intervention? Am I in need of a cure or something?
Hey man, I'm not the one doing the dreaming, that's you. What the vortex of your subconscious deems worthy of dream life, I have no say. But when I'm called, I do my best to answer.
So, who are you?
Look familiar?
Hey, I never hit you!
So you do remember.
I never hit you!
Oh shit, Harris, but it was so close. You have no idea.
Wait a minute. Were you hit by another car that day? Did you die somehow? Did I predict your death? Am I psychic?
Psychic? Come on, man! This is a dream, not the hoodoo hut.
So I am dreaming.
Look, this is not a dream. I am not dead, but we...
What?
That was seriously an interpolar intergalactic moment on the interstate that day, Harris. That was some heavy shit between us.
Don't have to tell me that. I've been living with that memory since it happened. As you're well aware, I can't get it out of my mind.
But nothing happened. Disaster avoided. Our little Harry drove away without a scratch.
I know. That's exactly what I've been saying for 3 years. Everything turned out fine. So why the hell are you haunting my dreams?
Like I said, we're done with dreams. It was time we met face to face.
Wait a minute. Who are you? How do I know you're really the guy from the interstate?
Are you telling me that you're doubting this too?
Hey, I never got a good look at you.
Does this happen to you often? You have frequent near collisions with Sikhs on bikes.
What's your name?
Look, it's not important. You just call me what you like.
You know my name.
It's Willis.
Willis?
Hey man, my parents wanted to give me an American name, okay?
Okay. Willis? What were you doing riding a bike on the interstate?
My car broke down the week before, so I was riding it to work.
It's quite a commute you have there, only 150 miles to Dallas.
I don't work in Dallas. My family owns a convenience store on the interstate.
Come on, I said no ethnic stereotypes.
Listen, asshole! We are very proud of our Stop and Shop. My dad opened up that store when I was 9 years old. He's been running it ever since. It might be an ethnic stereotype to you, but it's what we call a living.
Okay. I'm sorry.
My mom even bakes snickerdoodles every morning.
Time is it?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him? This is new, isn't it?
Yeah, how did you...
Man, I logged some serious miles circling this place. I know every nook and cranny. Funny thing about Buddhas, isn't it? They always have that look on their face. But they know a secret.
He's achieved enlightenment.
No, it's something other than that. Like they're looking into your head, trying to decipher your dreams or something.
Not very pleasant, is it? So, did you just want to introduce yourself? Is that why you've been trying to get a hold of me?
Harris, I told you. You called me. I'm just trying to answer.
But I haven't let you in until now.
Don't take all the credit. I busted through some serious defenses to get here. So, why am I here?
You're asking me? Wait a minute. You've been doing the Tour de France around my living room, and now you're asking me why I called for you? I thought you had the answers.
All I've got is hemorrhoids. No answers.
That doesn't make any sense. Do I even need you here?
Then why did you call me here?
Stop answering questions with more questions! I'm not
afraid that's not how this works, Harris. You've got this quandary, this perplexing riddle that I can help you with. It's yours to solve.
You know everything in my house. Then you know about the gods and idols room.
Ah, yes. The morgue of idolatry and irony.
Been collecting those things since I was in college.
And what exactly do you plan to do with them?
I just keep collecting. Sometimes they'll help inspire me with the book I'm writing, but it's just a curiosity shop in there.
Will the Buddha go in there too?
Eventually. I like to keep a new piece out for a while to admire it. Do you think it's fake?
It looks authentic to me. But what do I know? The only collectible items in our store are beer koozies.
Not the statue, I mean the whole thing. Buddhism, Nirvana, God, Jesus, prophecies, sightings of the Virgin Mary.
I mean, hell, that's a really big question for you and your holy person to discuss.
No, you're not going to pull that. You said you could help, now I'm asking for your help. Besides, I don't have a holy person to ask, so you're it.
Yeah, what is that about? You're devoting your life to religion and spiritual studies and writings, and you're an atheist. Pardon me for saying, but that's fucked up.
It's called remaining objective.
Have you ever been to church?
Yeah, I tried going to the Unitarian Universalist Church for a while. Have you heard of them?
Ah, yes, the UU Church, or as I like to call it, Buddhism for white people. Of course there's a God, don't be stupid.
Oh, because I don't believe in God, I'm stupid.
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did!
God damn you! If he doesn't exist, it doesn't matter, right? God damn you!
You're taking this personally.
Did you know that 96.5% of all people believe in a higher power?
You've completely fabricated that number.
You're right, Harris, but that's a shitload of people. Most people believe in God.
Well, never been one for crowds.
Don't you believe in something bigger than yourself?
Yeah, I do. It's called the universe. You know we're growing, right? Atheists are one of the largest minority groups in the country now. They did a study, though, and we're also one of the most hated.
You think you've got it rough? Try being a Sikh. People see the turban and automatically assume you're building explosives in the basement. You remember after 9/11 when all those Sikhs were victims of hate crimes? Because some idiot hillbilly thought they were Muslims? Hey, look. This isn't exactly my area of expertise anyways. Why don't you talk to Reverend Mill?
You know about her?
Sure, I mean, I read your notes.
Tried, actually, tonight, but didn't go the way I had planned. Besides, what sort of a question is that to ask a minister? Is there a God? Pretty sure I know what the answer will be.
Ask a stupid question!
There's nothing stupid about questioning the meaning of things.
You going to the rally?
How did you...
I don't think you should go.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's not your crowd, is it?
Not going for personal reasons. Going for the book.
Whatever you say.
What, you think I have ulterior motives for going?
Maybe you finally found a religious group you feel comfortable joining. A bunch of aging hippie protesters. During communion, they probably pass around joints instead of wafers.
It'll be great research. Sure. Look, I don't have to explain my actions to you.
Harris, I didn't come to fight with you. In fact, I can't stay much longer, so
No, wait! I'm just starting to get my head around this. Maybe we can arrange to meet another time.
Darn, I didn't bring my day planner.
No, if I'm ever going to finish this book, I've got to settle this with you. You said you finally broke through tonight, so maybe you can come back another time and we can talk.
Maybe.
Maybe! Come on, tell me you'll come back. Maybe later tonight when I go back to sleep.
Probably not tonight, Harris. I'm just glad we were able to talk a little bit.
I thought we'd settled nothing. I have more questions than I did before.
Those questions are good. In fact, I'd say it's the best place to start.
What does that mean?
Another very good question, Harris.
What was it that stopped me from driving onto the shoulder? Who was it?
You're very good at those questions, Harris.
Are you really who you say you are? Or are you this divine being in disguise?
Wow, you should really write these down.
God damn it!
If you ever really want a great snickerdoodle, take exit 209.
do you write your own lyrics or?
Yeah, we collaborate on all of our songs, and then there's the covers. So
I was really impressed. There was a song about war and the lyrics in that one song about your mother. I was really moved.
you don't go out much, do you?
No. I mean, I used to. Now it's really only when Carmen wants me to see band or.
Speaking of the demon,
How the hell are you?
oh, can't complain. I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been?
Working on the home fire pit when I was out in San Francisco.
Nice.
Oh, hey, you met Joni, my brother's wife?
We were just talking about your incredible lyrics.
Holy shit, no kidding, and you sing on your heart.
Only way to do it, right?
And the band's started giving you such good shit to work with. Hey, I was speaking to your bass player. He said you were looking for someone to take photographs for your website.
Who do you know?
Hell, Joni here's an amazing photographer.
No shit.
I mean, it's just good to have a hobby.
Would you come to another show and take photos for a website?
Sure. No, I mean, that would be great.
Actually, I need someone to take some headshots too for a festival in Houston. I would pay you.
Wow. Sure. No, thank you. Digital shots will work fine for the website, obviously, but I think for the headshot, I have this camera with a 100mm lens that I'll use.
Joni, even though it's darker.
No shit, actually, it's dark.
Yeah, I mean, it's how I learned photography, so I just think the quality is so much better.
Well, absolutely, you're the expert.
You know what I just realized? Your band is called The Passion of Joan Van Ark, and my name is Joan too. And I just feel like I can be really passionate about your music.
Hey, I actually have to help you guys load the van.
Oh,
you
yeah.
here for a while?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. Hey, Joan? It was really nice meeting you.
You too.
What I am to you is not real. What I am to you, you do not need. What I am to you is not what you mean to me. Give me miles and miles of mountains, and I'll ask for what I give to you. It's just what I'm going through. This is nothing new. No, just another phase of finding what I really need. Is what makes me bleed like a new disease. But oh, she's still too young to treat. Oh, she. My father came to me and made me swear that I'll keep what's sacred to me. And I've had the choice to live in this state. I'll pray my way through the rain, singing more happy days.
Jesus' name. You know, there's people out there who serve all kind of gods. Some serve Buddha, some serve Hare Krishna, some serve Muhammad, but we serve Jesus.
I think I got some of it. Just see what you think.
Are you alright?
Oh my god, it stinks.
Well, they were eggs.
Yeah, rotten eggs.
I'm really sorry.
Who throws rotten eggs anymore? What do they think they're doing? Storming Versailles?
I think they were trying to hit me.
I mean, the cops got the two guys that threw them, so, you know, you should be okay.
I guess I should have warned you there would be counter-protesters.
I hate to break it to you, but your group's outnumbered 3-1. You are the counter-protesters.
Is it always like this? You know, so volatile?
Usually, especially if the convict is a...
Child killer? That's what he did, right? He killed 2 6-year-old boys?
We actually had more people out here last time because the prisoner was mentally disabled. Somehow the opposition doesn't seem so bloodthirsty then.
Who is this guy with the bullhorn?
That's Pastor Ron. here every time, no matter who the prisoner is.
What's he shouting?
It's usually the same thing, over and over again, on a loop, eye for an eye and all that.
And all that? Pretty much the cornerstone of their argument.
But Jesus told his followers, you have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist an evil person, but whoever slaps you on your right cheek, turn the other to him also. Nowhere in the Bible does it suggest that punishment for breaking any other commandment is the opposite of that commandment. If I stole money from you, the Bible doesn't suggest that you should be allowed to steal from me. That would be ludicrous. Besides, it's not about who's right or who's wrong. It's not about me or Pastor Bob. It's about the prisoner's salvation.
Great. Should be writing all this down, but I lost my notebook ducking for cover.
How often do you meet with the prisoners? Well, it's not just me. There's a network of ministries that I'm usually up to. The young man tonight, I've been counseling him for 4 years.
Raymond Atwood.
That's right. It took me nearly 2 years to hear him admit what he did.
Is he a Christian now?
Yes, he is. I believe they should televise all executions. I think if they did that, there'd be a cry across the land to end capital punishment.
What, are you kidding? America would finally have the corporate TV programming it really wants. There would be sponsors lined up around the block.
Oh, you found it. Thanks.
Oh, God. Is that egg yolk? Are you painting frescoes?
These idiots that tried to pelt Reverend Miller. Guess who got it instead?
All for your book. You should get hazardous duty pay.
Carmen, this is Reverend Anna Miller, and this is my sister-in-law, Carmen.
Pleasure to meet you.
I didn't think you'd actually come.
Well, I almost turned around when I saw the security checkpoints.
I'm really glad you could make it. As you can see, we can use all the folks we can get. Well, I need to go lead a prayer with the members of the congregation.
I'll be over in a minute.
Nice to meet you, too. Good luck with the prayer. Okay, that sounded stupid.
Are you sure you're up for tonight?
Oh my God, absolutely.
Another Passion of Joan Van Ark concert?
Third one this week. I think I've got another convert. Can't you brought your camera planning ahead? Very good.
Yeah, I actually thought that I would get, just some shots of the protest for Mary's book.
Great idea. And more photos tonight, right?
You taking photos at the show?
Yeah, Trista just asked me to get some shots for the website and maybe some headshots as well. That actually reminds me, we have to sweep out by the house because I left those bulbs, and then I need some different backdrops as well.
You get the CD, yeah?
A CD? Try out 3 of them. That's all she's been listening to. In her car, on her iPod.
They're incredible. I mean, you can really tell how much she's grown as an artist.
You know she's going on the road next month, right?
I didn't know that.
We could go fly out to see one of her shows.
That would be terrific!
Yeah, and then you could camp outside her hotel room.
I think Paris is a bit jealous that we haven't invited him to one of our shows yet.
I would go tonight, but I'm afraid I'd be a salmonella risk. So.
Did you get that notebook cleaned up yet?
Yeah, pretty much. Guess I better get over there.
Hey, how was your meeting with the editor?
Started waiting. He wants to see a complete manuscript in about 3 weeks. The rally might make for a closing chapter.
His editor liked that stuff about voting, He said it gave the book a human touch.
Yeah, now I just need to actually finish the damn thing.
It'll happen. You keep your head up.
Our God is an awesome God. But your God is a weak ass God.
I think we need to talk, Harris. You've seemed hostile towards me all night.
Well, it's been a rough evening, what with egg missiles and all.
I'm really sorry about all that. I mean, it can get rough out here. But you seem angry at me, and I don't understand what I did.
I'm angry at myself for coming. I knew it wasn't a good idea that I lose some objectivity, and that's exactly what's happened.
How have you done that?
Because I can't help myself to think that you believe you're helping Raymond Atwood get to heaven. How ridiculous that is.
But that's what I believe. He's a redeemed man. He's owned up to his crime.
Through prayer.
Through prayer and God's grace, yes. You need to understand that I've been counseling Raymond for several years, and this night, even though I believe his soul is saved, this is a really difficult night for me.
So you're going back to pray with your followers?
Yes, that's what we do on nights like tonight, and then I'll go spend time with Raymond before the execution.
I have a favor to ask of you. I'm already more emotionally involved than I'd like to be, and what I'm going to ask of you is really just more research when you think about it.
What are you getting at?
I want to know what it's like. I want to pray with you.
Harris, I think you've had a rough night.
I'm not making this decision lightly. I'm of sound mind. I need to know what it's like. It'll make me a better writer for this book, I think.
I don't want to feel like you're patronizing what I
I
believe.
am not patronizing you. Look, if you can pray with a convicted murderer, you can pray with me.
Heavenly Spirit, I come to you. We come to you with open hearts and ask that your mercy rain down on our brother Raymond, and that you welcome him into your bosom with open and loving arms. We are reminded of Psalm 23 as you bestow upon us your grace and your love. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies.
Go swimming in the deep end and find out if fate begins waiting for an answer that's acceptable. The current sweeps you out to sea and keeps you guessing helplessly, praying for Savior's exception. Someone lifted from your knees inside your rooms, hand you the keys and offer you the kingdom of your dreams. But nothing's ever as it seems. You find yourself farther downstream alone, safe for the echoes of your screams. All honey fairy tales of poverty.
What is that smell?
You're back.
What in the name of Guru Nanak?
Oh, it's these idiots at the rally.
They turned on you?
Oh no. It was a group of protesters that tried to cult Reverend Miller.
So, you ended up going. I'm impressed.
What? You told me I had no place going.
I don't think I said that exactly. I just thought maybe you'd have a hard time fitting in.
Well, I definitely stood out. Let me go throw this in the wash.
You mind if I have a seat?
Oh no, go ahead. I was hoping you brought some cookies. I'm starving.
Cookies?
Yeah, you said your mom makes snickerdoodles?
Shit! Snickerdoodles, brownies, kolaches, pralines, pecan bars. We've got it all, man.
Do you need anything?
Nah, I'm good. You have any incense?
Does it smell that bad?
Like my grandmother Rupi's beard.
I guess I could get
No,
some.
Harris. It's fine. Have a seat. It's been a while.
Well, only a week, but it's a pretty long time for you. I haven't even been dreaming about you. Sorry. I just had a feeling after last time that you weren't coming back.
Well, I thought about it and realized you still need my help.
Really? I guess you're right.
How did the rally go?
Other than a stained shirt and a couple bruises, not too bad.
You get good material for the book?
Yeah, I did. You a book critic in your spare time?
I'd read your notes so many times, I figured the least I could do was show some interest. I'll probably even read the thing when it comes out.
If I ever finish it.
So, tell me about Reverend Miller. What's she like?
Miller? She's very serious about her ministry. She's dedicated.
No, is she attractive? Are you into her?
What?
I saw you two holding hands at the rally. You think she's hot? Is she, what's the word? A MILF? And of course by that I mean minister I'd like
Wait! Were you at the rally? Then you saw us praying.
Like I've told you, when I'm called, I do my best to answer.
So does that mean that you're...
Harris, I'm just messing with you. It was just a coincidence I showed up at that moment.
You know, you have a very immature quality about you.
I prefer impish. So, you're praying now.
Wanted to see what it was like.
You know, I don't really think you're an atheist. I think maybe you're an agnostic with commitment problems. So, what's that like? Praying with somebody.
I think I was some comfort to Reverend Miller.
But did you feel anything?
Sure. I felt a little for her and maybe a little bit for Raymond, the prisoner.
Harris, don't hogwash a hogwasher. You're one analytical dude, but you can't escape this. Did you feel anything in here? So, you're hitting the revival road with Miller soon. And I bought you a set of catechisms that should be here in time for Christmas.
This isn't something for you to joke about.